Hey guys, so today I am going to replace my alternator in this new / old Honda Accord that we got, 2005. I watched a couple of YouTube videos, so I figured how hard could it be, right? First thing I did is I have unhooked the battery. There, make sure I don't end up getting contact with it. Next step is I actually have to loosen, take tension off the belt tensioner and then take the belt off in order to get this alternator out. Now that is kind of a hard part because there's a special wrench that Honda makes that will do this, or you have to kind of jerry-rig something. So that's what I'm going to try to do with a 14 millimeter wrench and a 17 millimeter wrench and a something. So, okay, I'm going to go find some tools. Oh, I also got to put some tunes on, and then I'll be ready to go. Okay, I got the tunes playing. I got little prints going. The hard part was you have to get on that tensioner and you have to pull it back so that it sort of wedges. Anyway, you should have a tool that kind of comes up and then goes at an angle so that you can pull on it and pull that tensioner back, get the belt off. Not having one, what I did was I jerry-rigged something. I put this on like this so this goes on the bolt, and then I use this to pull back to take the tension off the belt. I didn't record it as I did it because I wasn't sure it was going to work and I didn't want to lose a finger on video. But it worked, so I'm good. So I've got my belt off, which you can probably see. Here's the belt. Is loose. So now I can get that alternator out. And yeah, Bob's your uncle. Okay, so I got the little 10 millimeter doohickey off on the side of the alternator. It's one of the wiring things. It's actually what wires the alternator back to the battery. So now I'm going to remove the 3 large 12 millimeter bolts. In theory, hey, I got it loose. That's good. That's what that bolt looks like. There's 2 of these. And then the one up here is the one up the top is longer. Other than loosening the belt tension, I'm really surprised at just how straightforward replacing the alternator is. I know it kind of sounds studly when you say, I know Brad, you don't think it's studly, but the rest of us think it's studly when you say, yeah, I replaced my alternator at home. Yep, it's in my garage, took me an hour. Car's good as new. It's amazing what you can learn on YouTube. What I don't know is the whole alternator is going to fall when I pull this out. I guess not. All right, that should be uh-oh. All right, fire and save matches. There's something holding on. I better turn this off for a second. Okay, my brothers and my sisters. I got the last little nut off. It was just really just a little 8 millimeter nut holding the electrical cable It was just screwed onto a clamp that's screwed onto the side of the alternator to hold that cable in place so it wouldn't get jostled. So I got that off. Now, I moved the power steering reservoir. Let's see if I can get the damn alternator out. Whoop. Look who came to visit. My lucky kitty. Here, get up there, lucky kitty. Okay. Oh, that's really helping, yeah. Okay, I got the next doohickey out of the way. Now, let's try to get the alternator out of here. Ah, this is a big piece of metal coming through a little area. It's like birthing a baby. Yeah! Success. Okay, I got my rebuilt alternator. I went to get it, actually I asked for a new one. And the guy at the auto parts store, and this is a pretty good place called Motor Parts Equipment or something. Anyway, they're locally owned, but they've got like 8 guys behind the counter, all with headsets on. They're all always busy filling orders. It's a great place. Anyway, he said, no, the new ones are all coming out of China. The rebuilt ones are way better. So, who am I to doubt a clear Trumpian? Okay, so now I'm going to try to wedge this thing back in. Whoop, whoop. Success, my friends. Okay, now I got to reattach the doohickey and throw a couple of thingy things on and thank Bob's your uncle. So, let me see if I can get some of those bolts started, and then I'll chat some more. Okay, I have the electrical connections from the battery hooked back up again. The long bolt started, so now I just have the 2 short bolts down below to thread in. You know, I was just thinking that I guess I have a very real opportunity of blowing my engine if I don't get this belt back on correctly. So that's kind of my biggest concern. I wish I had one of those cool 14mm Honda tools. It's been an interesting day today, I tell you. Preston's, his car is so rusted. We had rigged up this, got those in. We had rigged up the fender well underneath the battery had completely rotted out, so I put in a chunk of wood to hold the battery in place. Well, while I was out there for the funeral, the whole fender well collapsed, and that piece of wood was riding on top of the right tire. That's not good. So we went in today, and I had this brilliant idea that if we just simply bought a couple of ratcheting straps, we could actually cradle it on the, kind of strap it to the frame. And that's what we did. This seems to be working fine. Well, not fine, but it's working. So, okay, I got to get this belt back in. Tell you, that's about the hokiest deal like I said, I'm doing it like this and getting tension or torque on it that way and being able to torque that thing back. But there's a little arrow in there that shows you if you got the tension correct. So it looks correct to me. The belts are all look like they're on straight. I guess I'll know soon enough if I throw a belt, right? Then I'll learn how to replace the belt. Yay! All right, now I think all I have to do is hook the battery back up, put the power steering fluid reservoir back, yeah, I think everything's back in, like where it should go. So let me hook that battery up and see what we get. Okay, I think everything's hooked back up. I'm going to fire her off and see what we get. Successful, brothers and my sisters. The light that was, oh man, that's dusty. The light that was on, the battery light that was on the dash or in the error codes is now off. So that looks like the alternator was the problem. It is charging, and I'm surprised. So anyway, from Winona, Minnesota, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.